One, two, 1, 2. Is this thing on? What is going on, everybody? This is your moron with the conscience, aka conscious moron. Appreciate the pull up as always. Um, About to get it jumping. Let me turn this up just so we can get it going. What we're gonna be talking about today is I was just watching the former President Trump, talk about slavery and how it could have been negotiated. Is really, really interesting. But before we get that started, I wanted to highlight this real quick. This is the cornerstone speech. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it was given by Alexander Stevens, Vice President of the Confederacy States of America. And of course, this is during the Civil War. He gave in Savannah, Georgia on March 21st, 1860. The title, the cornerstone speech, is so called because Stevens used the word cornerstone to describe the great truth of white supremacy and black subordination upon which secession and the Confederacy was based on. Let me read this real quick part, real quick. Where is it at? I think it's right. The new Constitution has put at forever all the aligning questions relating to and our Constitution of slavery as it exists amongst us, the proper status of the Negro in our form of civilization. This was the immediate cause of the late rupture and he has this little saying, well, I won't say saying, but he basically saying where the cornerstones of our man. And you know, yeah, it is. It's gotta be. I just seen it. That couldn't be it right there. That is, and I'm sorry. I read right past it. But this is what he said in the speech. Our new government foundations are laid. Its cornerstone rests upon the great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man. That slavery, subordination to the superior race in his natural and normal condition. This, our new government, is the first in the history of the world based upon the great physical, psychological, and moral truth. Like, this was the actual vice president of the Confederacy States of the America saying this. But let's get to what Trump
said. I just find it, I'm so attracted to seeing it. So many mistakes were made. See, there was something I think could have been negotiated, to be honest with you. I think you could have negotiated that. All the people died. So many people died. You know, that was a disaster. If you got hit by a bullet in the leg, you were essentially going to die or lose the leg. That's why you had so many people, no legs, no arms. If you got hit in the arm or the leg, it meant you were up because the infection, gangrene. It was just such a, sort of a horrible time. But I was thinking to myself, because I was reading something, and I said, this is something that could have been negotiated. It was just for all those people to die, and they died.
I'm trying to think who could it have been negotiated with. Didn't they try that?
Viciously. That was a vicious, vicious war. And in many ways, look, they're all this. Nothing nice about it, but boy, that was a tough one for our country. But I think it's Abraham Lincoln. Of course, if you negotiated it, you probably wouldn't even know who Abraham Lincoln was. He would have been president, but he would have been president.
Did you just you see what I'm saying? You don't what? Like, come on, man. And this is the gentleman y'all running with. So I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna tag a couple people in this video, and hopefully they can answer this question: why should I vote for this man? The bumbling, stumbling idiot that he is, and not even that, because Joe Biden is close, but he's a liar. When he gets caught in his lies, he just hops to the next one.
And he wouldn't have been the Abraham Lincoln. Would have been different, but that would have been okay. It's It would have been a thing that, and I know it very well. I know the whole process that they went through, and they just couldn't get along. And that would have been something that could have been negotiated, and they wouldn't have had that problem. But it was a hell of a time. And you think of it today, I would have absolutely stopped Putin. He would have never gone in, and he didn't. For 4 years he didn't. It was never even.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is the gentleman that people want me to vote for. Talking about he couldn't negotiate his slavery. But all right, man. I think we're about to get up out of here. We might do something a little bit later, but I just wanted the fans to see that, and we're gonna keep trying to pump out this political content. We're gonna stick with this, even though I know it might be a long, slow grind, especially with Cat Williams and Club Shake blowing up. Man, I got a question. If you're still here, I got a question for content creators. Do you think we should be worried about that as small content creators? I mean, maybe I'll talk about that on another video. Because, I mean, he did some numbers in 2 days. I think he had 25 million within 48 hours, one of the highest watched internet interviews ever. Well, on YouTube. I won't say ever, but on YouTube for sure. I mean, congratulations to them. But let me get up out of here. We might do a little video on that because it seems like that's where it's at. And I ain't even talking about it. But we definitely gonna stay on this politics game too. All right, so y'all have a good day. Appreciate the pull up. As always, like, subscribe, and share. And as I always say, without you, there is no more. Y'all have a good day.